Stop.
Every town has a ghost story that's been passed down throughout the generations. But what if those legends are true? My job is to travel to these destinations, explore them, and figure out the mystery that lies within. Hey guys, the locations in this season's episode have two things in common. One, they're all homes, and two, they're rumored to have paranormal activity. This season, I'm going to take you on a paranormal tour of some of the South's creepiest dwellings to see if these residents ever really left. Tonight's episode takes us north up I-81 to the small town of Glade Springs, Virginia. The residents who built this home actually played a large role in making this small town what it is today. The original name for this town is derived from the Native American word Passawatami, which means this is the place. And according to early records, the Native Americans would meet there for their fall Olympic Games. The original home was a two-room log cabin that was built in the early 1700s by Francis Kincannon. It was known as Fort Kincannon and was used during the French and Indian War as well as the Revolutionary War. After Kincannon died in 1795, the land was divided and given to his family. It was then later portioned off and sold to Dr. Nickerson Snead. Dr. Nickerson Snead and his wife Betsy built the current home sometime around 1835. He was a Civil War doctor, and the house was actually used as a field hospital during the Civil War. The cellar doubled as a morgue during the cold winter months. What's interesting and strange about this house is that they never tore down Kincannon's cabin, but they actually built this antebellum house around the original cabin. The Sneads only had one son, and unfortunately, he passed away just before he turned 1 year old. They never had any more kids and continued to live into the house until they passed away. After they died, the house was sold to the Mason family, who owned it for roughly 100 years. The Mason family had several children, and in 1902, their 10-year-old daughter passed away after suffering from measles, mumps, and diphtheria. And then, in 1910, their 8-year-old son Douglas was kicked in the head by a horse. He was carried into the house and over to the back stairwell, which would have been the original back porch. He died while waiting on the physician to arrive. The Mason family owned the property until the 1980s, when it was sold and converted into a bed and breakfast and restaurant. It was then later purchased by the current owners in 2004. In 2011, devastation struck the house again when it was struck by a tornado. There are many reports of paranormal activity on the property. It's believed that Dr. Snead owned a slave named Thomas who passed away while working in the field. Instead of burying the body, it's said that he skinned the flesh from the bones and hung the skeleton in his office. After children would come in and steal the bones and play pranks with them, it's believed that the doctor got so frustrated that he then took the skeleton down and buried it somewhere on the property. There are reports of a woman in blue who is believed to be Betsy Snead, as well as mischievous children who are seen throughout the house. The interior of the house is somewhat confusing and just as convoluted as the story that surrounds it.
I'm Jake from Fife Paranormal, and welcome to the Nickerson Snead house here in Glade Springs, Virginia. Now, this house was built in 1745, 1746, and it started out as a one-room log cabin. This room was actually the log cabin itself. As you can see, the floors are original, the stoves original, and this was originally a fort during the French and Indian War. There are some reports that this fort was attacked on a few occasions by Cherokee and Shawnee, and then in the 1830s, Betsy Snead inherited it, but he actually built a few additions to this house over time, and he would build an office upstairs. And he was the only doctor, I think within an hour to 2.5 hours, and it said that many people died in his office, and some people claim that he helped them to the other side, but there's really no historical evidence to back that up. And from all accounts I've read, he was a competent doctor. And during the American Civil War, this house was used as a hospital and headquarters temporarily for the Union Army during their Saltville campaign of 1864. And in the basement, they used it as a morgue where they would stack the dead bodies until they could take them to their family members or at designated national cemeteries. After the Civil War, from the 1830s, I believe, to the 19-teens, this house actually stayed in the Snead family, and many of the family members would pass away in this house. There were additions made in the 1830s, 1850s, and then sometime later. But instead of demolishing what was already here, they just chose to build around it. Why they did that, I don't know. More than likely, it was to save on building costs. But it has, created a maze upstairs. This part would have actually been outside. Come up these stairs, but this was the doctor's office right here, where he would have operated on his patients, and this is where a lot of people would have met their deaths.
Okay, so we want to set the cameras upstairs first?
Yeah. I figured that'd be best.
These stairs?
Yep.
I think there needs to either be a camera sitting
Out here facing the
here
kids' room.
facing in. I think rather than, well, this would be a pretty wicked shot right here.
I was about to say, that'd be a really good shot. Oh, and by the way, check out the dolls and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I hate this room.
Maybe right here. I think that gets it. Let's see, dim.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that gets it.
That looks really good.
Let's see if this battery is working. Why are none of those batteries working? Who knew?
Welcome to the Nickerson Snead house, Miranda.
Is there somebody up here? With the temperature. When I asked that, it started bouncing. That's staying pretty consistent at 76, even though I don't believe it's 76 up here.
No.
Were you ever afraid of something being under your bed? That just sounds creepy.
It does. I didn't like that. I just felt a gush of wind go by.
I've got cold chills.
Who's under the bed? Something feels off.
Something does feel off. I just heard a man's voice.
What did it say?
I couldn't tell. I thought it either said no or oh. It was just sounded male. Are you sad? Did it scare you when I asked if there was something that stays under your bed? I know that used to always scare me. Something being in the under the bed or in the closet.
What do you think is under your bed?
To the thing that stays under the bed or stays in this room, can you show yourself?
The temperature has gone down about 5 degrees since we've been in here.
Yeah, it has. If you touch that, you can make it light up really, really bright. Can you come over and touch that?
Whoever was here earlier that was giving us bad vibes or has a bad energy attached to themselves, can they please make their presence known? Can they make a sound, show up, slam a door, knock on something?
There's so many interesting theories.
I know. It gets really complex sometimes.
It does. And it's, I mean, just the fact, because logically, I mean, I live alone and I can lay down and go to sleep at night.
Right.
After listening and doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But there's been a few places that I've left, and when I go to sleep the next night, I'm kind of, I feel weird.
You feel like something.
Yeah. You see something?
I saw something peek around that corner.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, it looked like a kid. I saw a freaking kid look around that corner.
I hope the camera got it.
It was just really. I just saw the head just peek and then go back.
You want to come in here with us? Temperatures dropped down to 67.6.
That's almost 10 degrees.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
No, it's not 10. And we're
10
on the
degrees.
top floor, so wouldn't the heat rise?
You would think. And if it was anything else, because if there is a draft coming from the window, that would adjust to it. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't drop 10 degrees. Mm-mm. I can feel it get colder. Mm-hmm. Like, I physically feel it. If you set it to 66.6, you're going to have to make a loud noise.
Don't stay on that number. Just go on down. Take it to 66.5.
Whoever's setting it at 66.6, make a sound in this room.
What the heck?
What the heck was that?
Oh my gosh.
Stop. No, I heard like a screech. I heard another one. No, after the first one, I heard a second screech. Please tell me this works. Please, hand God. Good work. Okay, real quick, Miranda, what just happened?
I don't know. We heard a screech, or we heard a couple female moans. We heard a screech. And I don't know if it was a door.
It sounded human.
Yeah.
It sounded like it came from down here.
Yeah. It was really loud with these headphones on.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. That's not what we heard. I have only played the Ouija board once in my life.
I have never played it.
There is something that you feel when it happens, but I always figured that was because of, the lore around it. You just kind of play into that.
Could be.
But yeah. Spirits of the Nickerson Snead house. Ronda was telling us that you all got pretty upset or active when they used the Ouija board. So I'm going to leave this here. Now I'm going to have it centered. That's not centered, but it's close enough. Mm-hmm. Right here. And if you want to move the planchette or move the board, feel free to.
Yep, feel free to move it. I'm actually going to sit this right here. Well, so that we can see, make sure it doesn't move.
That's a good idea.
Or we'll know if it moves. Because those pins, something would be moved.
Right.
If that moves. So we're going to sit this. We're in the seance room. We're going to sit this Ouija board right here and kind of test and see if anything happens. We did not do a seance, but we're going to see if the planchette or if the board actually gets moved on its own anytime during this. We'll come back and check on it. It's kind of cold in this room.
Yeah, it feels different in here.
Mm-hmm.
Is the doctor in?
Is that red light on this? Yeah, it's kind of weird. This recorder, the light is not on it. You mind shining your light here to see? Make sure this is still on. No, this is dead.
What?
This one is dead.
And those are fresh batteries, right?
Mm-hmm. Look at that. It's showing full now. It was off.
It was off.
But I said in here, I left the recorder on because I said this was his office.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Miranda and Jake in Dr. Nickerson Snead's office. This recorder was turned on probably, an hour ago?
Mm-hmm.
Hour and a half ago, and we come up here and it's turned off. So we have it back on. The battery is full. A lot of cool things to try tonight.
Oh crap, I just
Did you just say something?
Huh?
Did you just say something?
No.
I thought I heard a whisper on this, real faint.
My camera stopped recording. Something tapped on the window.
Yeah.
You go that way around, I'll go this way.
Okay.
Hello?
Are you trying to get our attention? We saw you turn the flashlight on.
You had to have gotten that on camera because the only two windows, that's airborne, and then that's right there. That's in your field of view.
Mm-hmm.
So if something moved, it would have broke the laser grid.
Yeah. Can you turn that flashlight back on for us, please? And the good thing is that camera should have got the flashlight.
Yeah.
I want to check this recorder while I'm here. This recorder's off too.
What?
This recorder is off too.
Can you literally just check it?
Not this one. Look at this. It's off. Let's see if how the battery is, because I started it. Full battery.
And when did you originally start that?
Like an hour ago. Good point. Flashlight's on. This was
October
didn't
24th.
record. Yeah, this didn't record.
But
It's got full
it
battery.
was on. I remember
It was
you.
on. This is weird.
I remember you hitting play, hitting record, doing the introduction for it.
Flashlight just turned off. If you were playing with the recorder, can you turn that flashlight on? Were you drawing this energy? This is really weird. I've had weird technical difficulties all night. Yeah, it's not even, thank you.
It's what?
It's not even mapping you.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Is that normal?
I mean, it's showing you, but it's not mapping any of the figures.
Just go snap some photos real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Flash.
Mm-hmm. There's two. Okay. There's somebody over to your left.
How tall?
Same height as you.
Oh, nice. Hey, who's in here with me? My name's Jake. What's your name?
Okay, it's gone. Can you come back? Oh, it's back.
Oh, on command too.
It showed up real quick and then it's gone. I'm not really sure.
Everything appears to be running smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anybody here, can you please make a sound?
There's somebody over there at the chair. No, that's at the piano.
Is it?
Uh-huh, because it's in reverse.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing over there?
Looks like they're moving.
Oh, where you go? You hiding? Looks like it's hiding right under the piano.
Maybe it's a little kid.
Could be. Why are you sitting there? He's gone.
Whoever that was, can you please make a knocking sound like this? Who's upstairs? You good?
Yeah, this thing is heavy.
Do you hear that?
I did hear that.
To be fair, Doc, you haven't given us any evidence or argument saying that the stories of you being a bad doctor are untrue. Can you defend yourself? Did you hear
I
that?
did hear that.
Is that you, Doctor? Can you do that again?
Can you come out of that office and light that little meter outside of it up? We can hear you if you do.
Alright, you want to try Spirit Box?
Yeah, we can try Spirit Box.
Alright, we're back. We've got the Ouija board out, we've got the candle going. We have a camera that allows us to see you when you enter the room. So if there's anyone here, can you please say hello? Hey. That's a deep voice.
Yeah.
I just felt something tickle my leg. Who just tickled my leg? That's a weird feeling. Kind of like we used to feel like cold air around it. Who did we see on the camera earlier? What somebody said Steve?
Steve or Stan?
Are there Union soldiers here? Is there anyone from the Snead family here? What about Thomas?
Do you know Thomas?
Did it say Thomas?
Do you know Thomas?
You see the candle?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not me. Thomas?
how like it was. You see something?
Well, I was thinking.
That was a little girl. Who's here? The man? Who's the man? He comes out?
Oh.
That was a growl. Who's growling?
Are you trying to zap our energy?
Why are we feeling tired all of a sudden?
Sleep?
Sleep?
It sounded like it said. It sounded like it said, you need sleep.
Yeah.
Who was your president? Do you know who the president is now?
Where is that? You like us being here?
No.
Why do you not like us? Is it because Ronda didn't do a seance with us? Maybe? The spirit? Whoever's making the candle dance, can they say hello?
You hear that?
That was creepy.
That was creepy. Are there any soldiers here?
Dirt. You said dirt? Are they buried in the dirt? I thought I heard say yeah. Is it true? Those are two female voices. Are you gonna be sad when we leave here? Well, at least we're getting no radius from this. That's good.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Are you leaving?
Because that's what that says up there.
Oh yeah. Are you using the Ouija board right now? Do you use it as a portal? Yeah. What does it mean whenever the candle does that? I can tell what that's it. Up here? Who's up there?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa.
That was cool. I thought I saw movement behind that couch. Is there a kid in there? Why are you draining our energy?
Need it?
Why do you need it? Is everyone upstairs? Should we be scared of it? You want
It's not even, thank you.
It's what?
It's not even mapping you.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Is that normal?
I mean, it's showing you, but it's not mapping any of the figures. While editing this video, I captured a strange reflection behind me in the SLS camera that I'm unable to explain. I've slowed down this footage to better show what I'm talking about.